Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever. Now, last episode we reintroduced the power of steam in the year 2090. Yes, maybe slightly anachronistic there, but this is a heritage line, so this is preserving some of what made us great back in the day that rail was introduced. Now, I think we're probably coming relatively close to the end of this series, simply because the amount of lag we're getting now is starting to get a bit silly. As much as we're currently rocking a very solid, a very respectable 30 frames a second, it did take about 5 minutes after loading to get to that point. And the end of month kind of salary check is starting to get a bit ridiculous. So I figure another couple of episodes and we'll be done with this one, at which point I'll be starting a modding series. Anyway, enough of dwelling on negative things for the future. Let's do something positive, shall we? This time around, more steam. Not because it's going to drive us any further forward. Lord knows we don't need to get any further forward. We're already making plenty of cash, and I think we can declare this a win. Now, maybe I didn't reach exactly what I'd intended, but it's win-esque. Let's put it that way. This is interesting. Yeah, I know, it's the famed Colonel Failure getting distracted by something move. This is a residential building, and it's a country mile away from town. How bizarre. That's very strange. I've not seen that before. Well, that's kind of what we're hoping to happen in the White Elephant that is Twin Woods. Which we're going to continue trying to stuff full of trains in order to make the magic happen. Anyway, what should we do today? Now, I talked about maybe doing another steam line out of Letchworth that did something exciting as far as mountains were concerned. I mean, as you can see, we've got this very hilly section here with which we could do something, well, potentially entertaining, but the downside would be I'd have to take it into Stamford, and that's not the prize. The prize is taking it all the way to the Bexhill Twin Woods outcropping. Come on, you're going to yeah, there you go. You're unstuck there. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do something like that. A route that is illogical. Because what I'm thinking is, maybe we run out of Letchworth, come round the hillside, wend our way in a relaxed fashion along the hillside here, and then come flying out, possibly via means of a tunnel, alongside this goods system we've got here, before merging on to head into the station. Okay, well, when you talk about, hey guy, let's do something challenging. Well, there we go. Right, okay, so I'll put high-speed tracks. We don't need electrification. The question is simply, what elevation do we want to start at? So, something along those lines, maybe. Let's just leave it there. And then think about how we would get a connection up to it. I think we double back on ourselves. The only reason it might not be sensible is because you're coming from Boreham Wood, I guess. So you'd be looking for a Letchworth to Dromfield train, and I've not seen one coming. So they're not that frequent. Because as much as this is just it's a bit of fun. It's a vanity project. I'm going to lay that in. I'm quite happy with that as a first concept. There we go. See, look, yeah. The only thing that's missing is some decent kind of old school tunnels. Tunnels? No, that's a bridge. Tunnels are what we end up in there. So now the question is, can we get it down without? Yeah, you see, this is 7.5 million. I mean, I am made of money. But that's faintly ridiculous. Maybe if we head for that next hillside, we can keep our elevations suitable. Let's have a look. If we head all the way over here, I mean, that's an insane amount of money to spend. for something that is broadly rather impractical. Let's find an angle to look at this. Excuse me. Yes. Yes. Okay, well, let's start out by coming out of here strong. Okay, where's that aiming for? That's aiming over there. Well, we don't actually want to aim over there. I want to... And quite why you felt the need to go up. It's a little odd. Okay, right, well, okay, so this episode is now turned into, can I make this track work? There you go, that's a challenge for us. I preferred it with the earthworks. No, we don't want 60 km/h earthworks. Give me full 300 to demonstrate that we are actually coming out at a straight line. Okay, and then from here. And this is still going to be the tallest thing on the face of the map. But we are at least going down. Okay, alright, I'll take that, I'll take that. And we'll keep heading straight. Did you see that? It almost didn't matter what I did with it. It wanted to get over that road. It's remarkably compliant for this stage of things. And then what? What do we think? Now, I want to actually leave a reasonable amount of space here. We can't go any steeper downhill than that, just so that I can put a nice curve at the end of it to get into the station. So where are we? So the station is just there. So if I were to begin my corner now. Something along the lines of, yeah, you see that's playing with my elevation. That's quite nice. Right, well, I don't need to go that far. I can go as far as here, and then let's have a quick look at the speed. 128. So I think the A4s, I think the Mallards are capable of 160. So we'll try and keep to 160 if possible to maintain our speed. But let's see how we get on here. Now, I mean, this is a rather silly project, but hey, you never know. It might yield something fun. Right, and then we'll keep to a 160 minimum speed limit round this corner. Largely because coming back, I suspect quite strongly, given that it's got that nice big downhill, that it will actually get relatively close to accomplishing 160. Well, you never know. We'll find out. 158. And in fact, that's the kind of downhill that it's almost worth sticking a TFV on. So where's 160? 160's there. Can we do this any shorter? I'm going to try and see if I can get round in order to have a nice clean shot getting back in. That'll be the end of the month. Come on, come on, come on. What? Have I bent this the wrong way? I've bent it the wrong way. Yeah. I hope you people are enjoying track laying, in a impractical fashion. I hadn't tried this out beforehand. I did try on occasion to give my schemes a kind of a spin before hitting the mystical record button. I think we're just going to have to suck up a speed loss here. Yeah, okay, so I'll suck up the speed loss there in order to get round the corner, and then we're there. See, so we've got the right line now. It's just a case of getting that road back over the top. Does that look like medium country to you? Can't be the end of the month again. I only just had end of the month. You don't want to help, do you? Okay, well, what if I invited you to create a bridge? No? I'm going to have to delete some more. Right, there we go. Come on, come on, get over it. I mean, that's a pretty aggressive bridge, but, you know, it'll do. There we go, you can connect up to that. I'm not bothered about you looking appealing right now. Let's just get you in. Okay, and now we'll run straight in, piece of cake, straight line into the station. Avoiding the engine shed. And we'll snap a little bit here. And then we'll run a little bit here. Speed being of no object by this point. Okay, right, smashing. So, well, we have ourselves half a track. The challenge now is going to be getting the rest of it. So it's not, I mean, it's woefully inefficient. A better move might have been to put a 60, 90 kilometre an hour corner in there to avoid this big swoop. But the reason that people are going to want to ride this line is twofold. Firstly, because of the magnificent view they are going to get as they tootle along. The second, of course, is there is no other direct route between these two towns. Now, that might be a little bit cynical on my part. In fact, I'm not even convinced we're going to the same place now. What do you say about coming out of here? Oh, look at that. That's going to line up nicely. And we're coming down the opposite side of the track than I originally intended, but hey. Something like this. If we go the other side of the coal mine. Okay, well that's got to give me good speed coming through there. Certainly looks pretty respectable. Yeah, the other weakness in this particular route at the moment, and we'll see how it ends up. No, you didn't go far enough there. See, you've left it so you're going to have to put another corner on. And we do not like swan necking, but it does take us straight by the coal mine through this nice wooded section here. Right, where am I heading? I'm heading over there. And that's going to leave a pretty aggressive corner. Okay. See, unless we swing over the road, and then we can get onto this two-track section that we've got for goods. But I think I've segregated those. Yeah, I have. I've segregated those two goods lines, so that's not going to work because they're going to be backing and forthing. All right, okay. Maybe that's a project for a moment's time. First things first, we want to get our passenger line out, which is that one right there. So I think if we head like this. All right, where am I going? Where am I aiming for? I'm aiming for just to the right of the coal mine there. So this is the point at which I'll put a total wreck of a speed burn of a corner in. And if I'm lucky, I'll get over the top of that. For some reason, I've got over the top of it. No, I haven't. I've gone underneath. Okay. Well, that's acceptable. I hadn't anticipated that coming anywhere close to working. Let's see if we can now connect up to the tunnel. Yes, we can. Although that bit of bridge is slightly insane. We don't need it. You know, I might be playing fast and loose with regards to the sensible use of money. We're coming up to the end of December, so the next wage bill will be a bit of a pause. There we go. Right. Okay. Right. Well, that's a full track there. Whew. Now, I haven't have I double-tracked the whole of this steam route? I have. Have I really? Yeah, I definitely have. Okay. Madness. Right, well, we might as well make it so that we can use both sides of the track, or is that not actually going to help me? I don't think it's going to help me. I'm going to leave that alone for the moment, but I am going to need to signal up to... let's stick one there, and we'll stick one here, and then we'll stick one the other side, and one the other side. There we go. So we've got approach and release signals there, and I'm going to need more further down the line. Now, I appreciate with my friends who are signal Puritans that this will cause you a little bit of discomfort, but, you know, it's okay. It's okay. We'll be all right. Everything will be fine. I like me some signal Puritanism from time to time. Okay, right. Actually, I think we're about there. So let's make a new line, and this is Letchworth, isn't it? So we're going to go from Bexhill using the least convenient route ever to get to Letchworth. Come on, select. There we go. So we'll call this Heritage 2 to maintain some kind of consistency. Then I've just got to figure out a means of actually getting a train on it. Did I have an engine shed down here somewhere? I did. I know I did. There we go. All right. Let's make the magic happen. In fact, do we even want to put an A4 on there? They only top out at 145. That 160 corner was excessive. I was being generous. Yeah, of course I do. Why would I possibly go for anything else? And then 80 capacity is what the other one's got. Yeah, we'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okie doke. Right, set line on Heritage 2. Okay, well, you know, the madness continues. There we go. That's our second train of a steam-powered nature. Setting boiler for the first time in 2090, wherever we are. 3, is it? 2? I don't know. My FPS counter is hiding the date. I would be very surprised if anybody decided to use this route, but we'll follow it for a bit. We'll see how we get on. Yes, it is a little bit off in terms of trying to achieve any kind of a goal, but you know, at some point I'll have stuffed enough trains down in this section that someone decides to build a house here, or maybe I won't. Who knows? Any takers? Nah, that was a bit much to hope for, wasn't it? All right, well, let's up the tempo and follow along with. The only reason for upping the tempo, of course, is just so that we're not sit here for 15 minutes while this gets its roll on. So we go, as if by magic. We've got steam facing steam, double steam. Come on, this is your thumbnail shot right there. It is. Excellent. The only thing that would have been better would be analog signals going on rather than these electric numbers. See, that's quite a nice view, isn't it? Trams have reached their lifetime and should be replaced. Well, I'm pretty sure I've got them set for auto replace, but leave it with me. I'll deal with that when the viewers are elsewhere. If any viewers are still with me, I imagine a few of you are. Go. There we go. See, look, bit of landscape, some train action coming up on this faintly ludicrous hill climb. In fact, let's get the numbers up as well and see what we do. So, the coaches can top out at 140. The train itself, the engine, can do 145. I've flown my helicopter into the trees again. Paid everybody at the end of the month. And enjoy the mountain. Up and over. Actually, this looks like a properly good fun route to ride on. But sadly, I don't think the game accounts for, are the passengers going to have fun riding this route? Right, okay, we are now kicking it downhill. And the driver, the professional that he is keeping it under the safety limit of the coaches. I should pay the man more. Actually, I shouldn't. I mean, the game slows down enough when I pay people the regular rate. That's an unnecessary lip coming out of that tunnel. See, if this was, instead of this girder-based steel construct, if this was made of stone, hewn from the ages, or maybe I should have gone right along the peak. I don't think, I think that would still have led to entirely ridiculous usage of man-made material, but hey, what are you going to do? Okay, this is going to take. Let's slow down for some kind of dramatic entry into the station. That'll wrap it up for this time. Okay, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do with my last few episodes, and it's not because I'm bored of the map. I would quite happily pursue expansion on this map, you know, almost ad infinitum, replacing just about everything and blowing through the $500 million that I've got in the bank in order to try and make things as big as possible. But the game, sadly, gets really unhappy as it gets bigger. So it's just not practical to do so. So I'll sit with it for a little while longer, and then we'll get into a new series. Almost certainly get into a new series because, hey, I get plenty of people watching this stuff, so it's well worth doing. New series will be a mod of some description, or maybe multiple mods, and we'll play on a small map, because that will allow us to run for longer. Well, that's what I'm thinking anyway. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Anyone? Any takers? Anyone at all? No. No one's interested. Well, let's better check the journey time, I guess. Heritage Part 2. Where are we? Heritage 2. 10 minutes. 10 minutes should be okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Chuck us a like, subscribe if you've not done so already, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.
Listen.